My name is Mirko Tagliaferri. I'm a postdoc student, postdoc researcher in theoretical computer science at the University of Urbino. I started my journey by getting my bachelor degree in philosophy in this same university, so again, University of Urbino. And once I completed my bachelor degree, I decided that I wanted to spend some time abroad. So I completed my studies in the University of Glasgow, where I undertook my master's degree, still again in philosophy. And at that point, once I completed my 2 degrees, I decided that I wanted to return back to Italy, and especially in Urbino. So I tried to get a PhD in the University of Urbino, which I managed to undertake. So I completed my PhD studies in 2019, so last year. And after that, I continued with my work with my supervisor, and that's why now I'm a postdoc there. There are at least 2 reasons I decided to return to Italy, and specifically to Urbino. The first reason is that I always kept in high regards the quality of life in Italy. It's really like you can understand that Italy might not be the top research country in the world, but it can really compensate with the life you can live there. Like the climate is perfect, the food is excellent. So I was really homesick and I wanted to come back. And the second reason, which is more closely related with Urbino, is that while I was doing my bachelor, I fell in love with the cultural environment of the city. I always thought that Urbino has the same vivacity and charm of big European capital cities, but at the same time, the friendliness and coziness of a small town. And this is really important because this is reflected also in the research groups that can be found in the various university departments. So when I had to decide where I wanted to do my PhD, I kept this aspect in high regard, since I always wanted to work in research groups that could perform at the highest standards of the international communities, while at the same time providing the members of the group with the sensation of being part of a bigger family. During my PhD, I mostly worked on formalizations of trust in digital environments. I've chosen this topic because I've always been interested in interdisciplinary works, with an emphasis on the philosophical part, since I was lucky enough to be educated as a philosopher, with a strong emphasis on theoretical computer science and logic. And at the same time, so I had this deep interest in computational environments and what technology and computers could offer to society. So my PhD gave me the opportunity to develop this interdisciplinary project between logic, philosophy, social sciences, and computer science. And I was also extremely lucky to have a great supervisor, Professor Alessandro Aldini, who helped me a lot to transition from the pure theoretical reflection I was used to in philosophy, and which I had a lot of experience in given my previous education. And this transition brought me to the slightly more practical reflections of a real computer scientist, where you had to understand what were the needs and requests of a computer science community. So this gave me the chance to refine my interdisciplinary abilities even more. And this makes me say that I am extremely grateful to the University of Urbino for giving me this chance. I'm currently working on refinements from my own work on my PhD. And especially I'm trying to expand the expressivity and usefulness of the formal languages me and Professor Aldini developed during the PhD. Our emphasis is especially on privacy issues on the web and the spreading of fake news, for which we're trying to understand better and design new formal languages that could deal with reasoning in those topics.